Hello, children. Happy to meet you all again. Do you remember what we saw in the last class? Yes, I hope you remember. What was the lesson we saw? Before that, I stopped with a question. What question did I ask you? Did the trees walk? I hope you read through the lesson. Come, let's see today's topic. We're going to continue what we saw earlier. Shall we? Yes. Let's continue our reading part. And today we are going to do the dictionary activity. Do you remember dictionary activity? We use the dictionary to find the meaning of the tough words that we thought. Come, let's go with it. I'm going to read. You're going to follow with my pointer. Understood, children? Do you remember what the author said? Yes, the author was he was not so into planting trees. But when his grandfather told him that the trees which he planted in the jungle were lifesavers, it will be a great help for them. I hope you will follow me and my pointer. Come, let's go into the lesson. The thought of a world without trees become a sort of nightmare. Do you see the word highlighted, nightmare? The word nightmare means something which is frightening or unpleasant. When you wake up at night in between and you say, I had a nightmare, which means I had the worst dream or unpleasant dream which should not come true. Let's continue. To me, and I helped grandfather in his tree planting with greater enthusiasm. And while we went about our work, he taught me a poem by George Morris. The word enthusiasm means a great enjoyment, interest or approval. When you do something very happily, you say, I did my work enthusiastically. Come, let's read the poem. Woodman spare the tree, touch not a single bough. In youth it sheltered me, and I'll protect it now. One day the trees will move again, said grandfather. They have been standing still for thousands of years, but there was a time when they could walk about like people. Can trees walk? Was it real? What grandfather told? Let's read and see. Then along came an interfering busybody which cast a spell over them, rooting them to one place. So here grandfather tells us a story that trees were walking earlier, but someone put a spell over it. Some witch put a spell over it so that they are stuck inside the land. So we'll see the meaning of the word interfering. The word interfering means prevents from continuing or being carried out properly. That is, when these trees are stuck into the land, they can never come out. But they're always trying to move. So, is it true that trees try to move? Yes, they dance in the wind. See how they reach out their arms, and some of them, like the banyan tree with its traveling aerial roots, manage to get quite far. Can you see the picture of a banyan tree here? Yes, you can see the the aerial roots over there which are trying to move from the tree, and it tries to move away. We found an island, a small rocky island in a dry river bed. Dry river bed means a riverbed is a place where water had flown already. Can you see the picture? Yes, it is. The water is not there no more and it is all dried. It was one of those riverbeds so common in the foothills, which are completely dry in summer but flooded during the monsoon rains. A small mango tree was growing on the island. If a small tree can grow here, said grandfather, so can others. As soon as the rain set in and while rivers could still be crossed, we set out with a number of tamarind, laburnum and coral tree saplings and cutting and spend the day planting them on the island. What is the meaning of the word sapling? You know what is a sapling? Yes, a sapling is a younger or slender tree. Can you see the picture here? Yes, when a tree starts growing slowly, we call it a sapling. We can take it and we can replant it somewhere else so that it will grow into a big tree. The monsoon season was the time for rambling about. Monsoon season is rainy season. So rainy season was the time where this author likes to walk around. Rambling means to take a pleasure walk. At every turn there was something new to see. Out of the earth and rock and leafless bough. The magic touch of the rain had brought life and greenness. You could see and raw leaves veins growing. Plants sprang up in the most unlikely of places, a pupil which take roots in the ceiling. A mango would sprout out the windowsill. What do you mean by the word windowsill? The word windowsill means a shelf below a window, either side or on outside a building. So can you see the picture of a window here? Yes. This window, this portion is called a windowsill. Do you understand, children? Yes. So mango will be hanging inside the windowsill. We did not like to remove them, but they had to go if the house was to be kept from falling down. If you want to live in a tree, that's all right by me, said grandmother crossly. But I like having a roof over my head, and I am not going to have my roof brought down by the jungle. Then came the Second World War, and I was sent away to a boarding school during the holidays. I went to live with my father in Delhi. Meanwhile, my grandparents sold the house and went to England. 2 or 3 years later, I went to England and was away from India for several years. So, do you see, this author is an Indian. So let's continue reading. Some years later, I turned to Dehradun. After first visiting the old house, it hadn't changed much. I walked out of town towards the riverbed. It was February. So what does February bring? February makes the trees to sprout little and they bring new leaves. Let's read. As I looked across the dry watercourse, my eye was immediately caught by the spectacular red blooms of the coral blooms. Wow! Can you see the picture? Yes. So this was a tree. In contrast with the dry riverbed, the island was a small green paradise. When I went up to the trees, I noticed the some squirrels were living in them, and a Noel, a cow pheasant, challenged me with a mellow, "Who are you? Who are you?" But the trees seemed to know me. They whispered among themselves and beckoned me nearer. So what do you mean by the word beckon? It means make a movement to encourage or tell someone to approach or follow. So the trees wanted the author to come near him. They were talking to each other and they wanted the author to come near him. Let's continue. And looking around, I noticed that the other small trees, wild plants and grasses had sprung up under the protection. What do you mean by the word sprung? Sprung is coming out. Yes, the trees we had planted long ago had multiplied. They were walking again in some small corner of the world. Grandfather's dream had come true. Did you understand, children? Yes, when the trees walk, the lesson does not mean really the trees were walking. But the lesson meant that trees, when you grow a tree, when you have it, after it grows, it spreads its seeds or it just makes a small sapling. When the seeds start growing, it grows into another tree. So this is how the trees have walked around. So this was what the author wanted to tell us. We're going to see about the author. This lesson was written by Ruskin Bond. He is an Indian author. Can you see his picture? Yes. He has written more than 500 books, short stories, novels. He writes for children. He writes poetry and books for children too. Can the trees work? Yes. If we have the heart to grow them, they will start spreading by themselves. We need not put so much effort. See you again, children. Stay healthy, stay safe, drink plenty of water. Bye, children.